Hello and welcome to MPL Presents Cricbuzz Live. Oh my God, why is the floor wet? Oh, it's Joy's tears.
Tears. Not tears of joy.
Yeah, it's joys of tears.
Yeah.
Joy's tears. I'll just put my feet up for a second. It's just... and of course, you can't even enter the control room. I just tried to go to the control room where all the KKR fans of Cricbuzz are sitting. And I had to dry myself because I got wet. I just opened it and it was just, I felt like I was in that movie Poseidon. Why did I name a flop movie? I could have named Titanic. Why did I name, of all movies, Poseidon?
Waterworld.
Sorry?
Waterworld.
Yeah, Waterworld, Poseidon.
It was a bad movie.
The reason why we actually think about it, we're naming those movies because that's the kind of show we got from KKR today, right? It was that kind of show. We're just going to let Joy be for a couple of minutes.
Yeah, I think so.
Actually, you know what? We're joking. Right? Of course we're joking. Because Joy was unhappy that KKR lost. Of course he was. But right now, he doesn't care. Because he's won the MPL Super Couch!
Very well done.
That's
not the happiest occasion.
It's like, when a kid is, when a kid falls down and hurts themselves and you try to dangle a lollipop in front of them, that's what
this is. Also this consolation prize. Yeah, consolation prize. You haven't won anything, here's your consolation prize.
But listen, you won this. We didn't give it to you, right? You won it, fair and square. That was your call. You met your call. So be proud of it, Joy. You haven't got much else to be proud of today, so come on.
Thank you.
Yes. God, how long?
This is not going to stop.
It was awful, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's not. It was a meek and mild end.
Meek, timid, those are the words that come to mind.
To what has been, at times, a pretty poor season for KKR.
But actually, fair call. Sometimes pretty poor, but sometimes absolutely fantastic.
Absolutely, yeah. They've been valleys and troughs, haven't they?
Yeah.
I mean, troughs and mountains.
And crests.
Yeah. It's just been amazing in stages and then so bad.
And we were hoping, Joy, today that the crest team would show up.
Yeah. I think somewhere after that win against, the last two wins, they just sort of ran out of gas, I think, because the problem I had was not that shot selection was bad or anything. It's just that they were not trying hard enough. They didn't show intent, as he was saying.
Yeah.
And with the ball as well. What's the situation? You have a situation where nothing can happen. It's 133. You need to do something different. Prasidh Krishna bowls at a 145 plus. He's at least fast. He gets you something. Put him into the attack. See what happens. Let him go for 20 runs.
When did he finally come into bowl?
Fifth over, I think it was.
Yeah.
He had to start it with the new ball and just try and make some inroads. Harry Gurney, I don't think he's a genuine new ball bowler. I mean, he's very, very useful on slow pitches. The slower balls are good, but you've got to give that new ball to Prasidh Krishna and just say, look, bowl fast. Bowl really fast and see what you can do. We need to knock 2 or 3 over here. Otherwise, this game is away from us. It's gone.
Yeah.
And again, it just wasn't that thought pattern was poor. I thought the intent that in the field just followed on from what they showed with the bat.
Yeah, and for Mumbai today, absolutely clinical. They're going to leave the stadium and get on that flight to Kolkata. But look what they did today. They've sent Kolkata back to Kolkata today. And they are going to Chennai, of course, and that's where they'll be flying tomorrow. I liked that from Rohit Sharma. Rohit Sharma said, listen, man, we've got 20 overs, right? Glitz and glamours for the other kids. For me, I just need to get the job done as captain. He got the job done, and that's why he's our MPL hero of the match, deservedly so. I've always felt that Rohit Sharma as a leader is such an important part of this Mumbai Indians setup, an intangible, valuable part, isn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. He showed calm. See, whatever it is, this is a playoff situation. It's between first, second, third, fourth. 2 wickets fall, something happens, somebody gets nervous, suddenly things change. He just didn't allow that ripple to happen. De Kock got out, great catch by Dinesh Karthik. Nothing after that. They didn't, give the slight door, open the door even slightly for KKR. And that was, I think, very effective. Yeah. The other thing is he kept getting boundaries. He looked as if the run rate's not great, but he was chasing 133. He always got boundaries at the right time. The run rate never went above 7.5.
They won in the 16th over. He can score
17th, they won 17th over.
When he can score at 115 strike rate if he wants, and they win the 17th over, there's no issue with that. He was under no pressure because De Kock had played well and aggressive, and Surya Kumar Yadav had done a great job as well.
See, Surya, the other good thing is Surya's played himself into form. Because see, De Kock is in form. Whatever it is, everyone may not be happy with him, but he's got 492 runs.
Yeah.
He's got runs for them. So if now Surya comes good, now this is their lineup and they sort of consolidate. The only thing you'll probably see is that in pitches like that, McClenaghan will go off. They'll probably bowl a spinner. They'll probably play another spinner. They could play with 3 international players, though.
Yeah, they could.
Yeah.
They absolutely could.
Yeah.
Because they probably...
But if they're playing with 3, they could also say, all right, now we have the luxury of choosing between Evan Lewis and Ishan Kishan.
Yeah.
They could bring Markande.
Yeah,
couldn't they?
Markande.
I think they'd
could
play
come in.
Chahar and Markande
Yeah.
both in Chennai.
We'll look into that in just a second. But today, of course, Rohit Sharma and Mumbai Indians just all over KKR like a rash. They really won. And I feel like KKR were over themselves as well. I just felt like we expected it to be a more dynamic match. And by that, we don't mean you got to get 200 runs. We got to mean there's just things happening. There's either bowlers, bowlers should be getting the better of batsmen. Today, I felt like it was the batsmen did themselves in.
Yeah, the batsmen did themselves in, but there was also a couple of incidents there that, I don't look at Andre Russell and think he's a nasty person by any stretch. I think he's just frustrated.
Yeah.
Today, that incident with Quinton de Kock, that was really poor. He'll get fined. If he doesn't get fined, there's something wrong. But that was the movements and the reaction of a very frustrated man, I think, with
but it's also
how well he'd played.
Yeah.
And that the team is not going to qualify. And I know de Kock had just hit him for a few in that previous over, 2 6s, 2 4s. But that wasn't the Andre Russell that I sort of...
Yeah, no, he's a decent man.
It's not him.
It's a decent man. My point is, I think you're absolutely right. It's frustration, it's anger that nobody else is raising their game.
Exactly, yeah.
He's trying to do it alone. The days it's not going to come off. But the days he didn't come off, other people didn't come to the party. That's his problem. And you can make out it. He doesn't like losing. And one is losing. The other is losing like the way they lost today.
Yeah, the way they lost today, the way they lost 6 in a row in that tournament. So there's enough for KKR to think about. Well, they've got a year to think about it now. Also, that curse of the Wankhede, just goes on for another 365 days, doesn't it? It was at 2,500 days or something?
2,545 now.
Yeah.
So just plus 360 is not a leap year, is it? So plus 365 by the time they get underway next year.
Is it a leap year?
I don't know. No, I can't know.
Next year is a leap year.
Is it?
You've got to add one more. But you've got to subtract a few because you don't know. Or you've got to add a few because the tournament could go on later.
It'll be the first game.
Yeah, but the tournament will go on later.
Yeah, it'll start
definitely start
later.
At least a month after.
Well, we really have not much to talk about right now, right? This game has actually not given us much to talk about.
Mumbai looked the most dangerous side in that final 4.
Yeah.
To me now. That win tonight, gaining confidence, Rohit back into some sort of form. They look like the most dangerous.
Look at them. They've qualified top of the table. So there was a lot for them riding on this. Of course, we were talking about the 1 or 2 position, but they've gone at the top because today their net run rate also got a boost. It was anywhere ahead of Chennai's, but today it's got a boost by finishing with a little under 4 overs to spare. Delhi would be looking at that and saying, wow, I wish we had not had that big loss against Chennai. Yeah, and had a couple of big wins as well. We could have been up there. But
a couple of collapses for Delhi, which didn't help their net run rate either. But I don't know about you, Joy, but to me, Mumbai and Delhi look like they've got the most out-and-out match winners in their teams.
Yeah.
Obviously MS at Chennai, but he's kind of been the only match winner for Chennai outside of their bowlers. But when you're looking at the batting power, I think Mumbai and Delhi look like they've got the out-and-out match winners in their side that look the most dangerous.
Yeah,
and nobody knows what the Vizag surface is going to be like either.
Yeah. It is rumoured to be a bit of a batting paradise.
Are we the sort of show that starts rumours or not? I don't know whether we want to go. It's late in the IPL. It's late in the piece. Do we want to be that show?
Yeah.
Do we want to be the TMZ of cricket shows?
Let's give that a... I don't know. Sometimes, sometimes the weight.
No, but he's not taking the bait.
No, the weight of credibility on my young shoulders sometimes just becomes too much. So I'm just thinking, why not? Just start rumors. For example, the first rumor is, this is not really Simon Doull. Right? It's just some guy without a beard. I don't know where Simon Doull is gone.
Where's he gone?
There's one rumor, of course. No rumors there. Is one of the solid facts of this tournament is that all 8 teams have won the last game they've played at home. That's just weird. That's just weird, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
They've all given their fans a reason to come back next year.
Yeah.
That's all you want.
We'll send you off with a win. You'll be happy. You came for the last game. You'll come for our first game next year, and we'll tackle next year.
And look at the margins.
Yeah, all big ones. All big
Bangalore,
ones. There's not a single small...
You're right, actually. They're all big margins.
Yeah.
All big ones.
My goodness. So it's almost like the visitors came to the last game without their game.
Yeah.
Right?
So we don't want to spoil your last
Yeah.
hurrah. You know,
Yeah.
it's like coming to your birthday party and dressing better than me.
That's right. I'm not
know,
going to come to your birthday party
no.
wearing a tuxedo
No.
when it's casual
You
Fridays.
shouldn't.
Right?
Exactly.
So they didn't do that. They came without their tuxedos. How's this? And of course, then one more thing we want to point out on the points table, and this is so interesting. So you've got 3 teams that are at 18. There's a team that's qualified at 12, and the team that's come last is 11.
I know.
My
Closest-
Lord, look at
It's the
that.
closest IPL ever
Yeah.
by a far margin. And it's happened because those 3 guys have gone up on 18.
Yeah.
Moment that happens, the others will bunch.
Yeah.
Or you will have guys winning 2 and 3.
Well, we got 3 teams on 9, 3 teams on 6, and 2 on 5 wins.
Yes, so what happens is,
Wow.
this is the lowest number of points for a team ever to qualify, and the highest number of points for a team to come last.
Yep.
Yeah.
So there
Of
you go.
course, Yeah.
11.
And
yeah, they've
I'm
been
sure.
10. They've never been.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
no other time has 3 teams qualified with 9 wins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the reason the
Sure.
six.
That's
And
why
never
you
has
get
it
the
happened that a team is qualified with only 6 wins.
Yeah.
So the lowest ever to qualify is 12, and the highest ever to finish with a wooden spoon is
And they
11.
wouldn't have even been worried, the Sunrisers. Watching that game today, they would have had very few
You
moments.
hear the scratching of the pen.
Yeah.
That's Kane Williamson writing his thank you note
Yeah.
to Rohit Sharma.
It's
You know.
very, very.
Thank you, Rohit. You know, love, kisses,
Yeah.
hugs.
Oh, they'll be all over it.
Yeah. Also, I mean, booking flights to Vizag, it's pretty close to Hyderabad,
Yeah.
but they still have to book the flight. But I do want to say there was a very funny tweet that I got that today's match, the 56th match, was actually a doubles match. I think I told you this,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying to pull out the name later. I'll maybe retweet it. But that was really funny because somebody tweeted it and said today is a doubles match. There's SRH and MI playing against KKR and DC, right? Because DC was wanting KKR to win so that they could be in second position.
yes.
So that's pretty funny. I've never seen a doubles
good.
match in cricket. All right, so that wraps it up. Of course, you can imagine that for KKR, there'll be quite a bit to think about when it goes to the next season. Because, see, it's not about the points. You look at RCB and the way RCB finished yesterday, KKR has finished a point ahead of them, but somehow you feel RCB looked much better at the end of the season than KKR did.
Yeah.
Also, RCB felt much better.
Yeah.
And it was not just about the win, they felt much better about themselves. Their body language was much more positive, even outside. Even when the game was not won, their body language was still, there was something there, they have something to go back with.
Yeah.
KKR will have to, you know, as they say, Chintan Baitak types, you know,
Yeah.
sitting.
Done better.
Yeah, sit and think about what you want to do.
You know what they say? Don't go to the supermarket on an empty stomach.
Yeah.
All right. So don't debrief tomorrow.
I fully
after
agree.
They should take some time here and just take some time, take stock. Let Callis, let Kadich go home and just summon them again in a month maybe.
Yeah.
And just say, boys, come back and we're going to have a debrief of the season. Tell us what happened. Tell us your thoughts about it. But don't rush into.
Yeah.
What did you do when you were there? Was it done straight away in the first two?
See, I'll tell you,
2 days after the
normally you
tournament
don't
or
have
not?
much to do because, people just want to go home. And
Yeah.
players, especially by that time, 1.5, 2 month tournament, they're sick of it. They want to go
Yeah.
home. So you call them back later, especially the captain and all. And what happens is also you're preparing for next year's auction.
Correct.
You're looking at what's happening. What are the holes you got to fill? So that debrief happens later, and it has to. Otherwise, it gets very emotional.
It does.
People will say the wrong things, and it's just one of
And
those
you
things.
say things you regret, and you
Yeah.
do things you regret as well, which
Yeah. So our rule used to be the last night you win, you lose. Everyone has a drink together. Everyone chats together. We give them a small gift. Say thank you for the season. Go home now.
What's the gift then?
What sort of gift are we getting?
Both of us.
I perk up here. What are we giving?
KK
this
used
year?
to give amazing gifts.
What do they give?
Watches,
What
I'm
are they
guessing.
giving?
Shah Rukh endorsed watches.
2014, the last was I think iPhone 6s.
Okay.
So which were the iPhone
Yeah, yeah.
leading models of the
But that
time.
was because you were sponsored by Nokia, though.
No, not that.
Oh, okay.
Have we uncovered something?
No, not that. Computers, compact computers once, and they were very good. I mean, KKR that way was brilliant with this thing. And win or lose, as to say, let the guys go home happy. What's the point otherwise?
Ooh, it'll have to be a big gift this year. Be a big one. I'll tell you who will be happy.
There's an envelope. What's in it, sir? It's a one-way ticket.
That's not KKR. I've heard, it happens in some teams. That's not KKR he's talking about. I promise you, I know the team he's talking about.
We have become TMZ. We have. There is a certain team where sometimes people are threatened with one-way tickets. Is that what Mr. Joy is saying? Which team? He shall not tell.
And it's certainly not KKR. That's all I can tell you.
We could start a rumor, like we could give a clue which could be applicable to a lot of teams.
Correct.
Right? For example, it's the name is based on monarchy.
So you've just brought it down to one out of
What is 5 teams then?
five.
Because RCB, that's royal. There's royal in there.
Two royals,
Yeah.
2 kings,
There's 2 kings.
and 1 knight.
There's 2 royals. There's Rajasthan Royals. There's Royal Challengers.
Yeah, 2
There's
royals.
Kings 11.
2 kings.
There's Super Kings.
And there's knights. Kolkata
there's
Knight
knights.
Got a knight, right? Wow. Okay.
It's
there's
5 to do with royalty. So the only ones out are Sunrisers,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mumbai Indians and Delhi
Mumbai
Capitals.
Indians, Delhi Capitals.
Okay,
Delhi
let's
Capitals
leave it
also
there then.
started off.
And we've
They
given
could
them a
have
lot
been
to
the
actually think about because these 3 teams are qualified. So in the other one, there are 4 teams that haven't. So, come
dear.
on. We are giving you, this is an even better question
Yep.
than the joy factor question. That is my challenge. It's a throwdown.
All right, let's stop there.
Yeah, the
more
virility
clues.
of this question.
No more clues.
We're going back to that. No, we shouldn't go back to the virility of the questions.
Prawn sacrifices.
No
that's
prawn
also there.
sacrifices for joy. There's somebody, of course, who we need to send a gift to because they are our MPL hero of the match, the super team hero.
Not
Oh,
bad.
yes, sir.
Anuj Kumar with
Oh.
396. Anuj!
Kumar, you're going to get a round of applause from me.
Round of applause.
Anything close to 400 is superb.
Oh, what?
And
Well played,
your
sir.
gift is going to come from our friends at MPL. They're going to send it to you. I have nothing. Look, my pocket is empty. So congratulations to you. Well done. Very close to 400. So that's quite amazing. Do you want to let's just give out a joy factor
Yeah, might as
question and answer as well.
Might as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just show us the question and then let us try and guess.
Coming up now, the question is, and which cricketer who still holds a test record got his nickname from a prominent Mexican
Wait. Hang on. Don't go to the answer. Let us guess.
Yeah.
Test records. Who holds test records?
Oh, highest,
A.B. de Villiers.
highest run scorer
Yep, it is highest run scorer in a single test.
in a single. So you're talking 2 innings though?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
So
it's not. It's
think
not.
of somebody who's got a triple century and a century
In one test
and a
match?
century.
yeah, against India.
Against it?
India.
A triple century and a century?
Graham Gooch.
Graham Gooch is
Graham
absolutely
Gooch.
right.
Graham Gooch. Yes, correct.
Nice.
Yes.
And he was called Zapata because his
Zapata.
moustache was like
Yeah,
that big.
Zapata.
He's called Zap or Zapata, big moustache he had.
Gucci.
Yeah.
Scored a
You know the
300
other thing about Graham Gooch? If you listen to any interview with Graham Gooch and then you go and watch a Blackadder,
Right? Blackadder.
he is one of Blackadder's sidekicks.
I know who you're talking about. yeah.
Sounds exactly the same. Seriously, I urge you to go and listen to an interview with Graham.
I know who
Gooch.
you're talking about.
What's
the name is
what's
escaping.
Blackadder's sidekick?
Not-
Yeah.
Google it. Somebody Google
Somebody,
it.
please.
Somebody,
anyway.
Scott, Google it.
Anyway, if you go and Google both and have a
Baldrick.
look.
Is it Baldrick?
Baldrick, yes. He
No,
is-
well done. We don't need Google
Well
when
done.
you got joy.
He is Baldrick from Blackadder. And like seriously, have you watched Blackadder?
I've seen a bit of it.
A bit of it.
One of my
There's some
favorite
amazing
jokes actually
stuff.
is in it, which we can't say on air though.
Yeah, I can tell you one quick one
Please.
from Blackadder. Oh, unbelievable! So they're having a party. Edmund's thrown a party, but he's also trying to get an inheritance from his auntie and uncle, and he's going from one room where the party is to the next room where his auntie and uncle are giving him his inheritance. Excuse me, and unfortunately walks into the room with a set of
I've seen
fake.
this. You showed this to me
I
the
showed
other
this
day.
to you. And then next thing, one of the other guys comes into the room. He says, "Great booze up, Edmund." And the auntie and uncle go, "What's going on? What's going on? Great booze up? What does he mean?" Now then, Lord Melchett's uncle Boo is staying with me for the time being because he's moving on to another area. He was taking a nap. He is now up. Hence, Great Boo is up. Great Boo's up. That's the only way to get
Boo's
up.
up.
Great Boo is up.
You'd think after this conversation that Uncle Boo woke up in our dressing room as well a little while ago. Yeah? No. Did not. No. We'll come back to the cricket, of course. The winner of the Joy Factor question. Let's see who it is. Who got the correct answer in? Kaushal Bed, one of the regulars.
One of the regulars.
Yes. Getting a tad predictable. Kaushal, but well done. Congratulations to you. We must tally up a leaderboard, just like we have a leaderboard on MPL.
Crick Rohit, huh?
Crick Rohit.
Crick
probably
Rohit,
have that.
Kaustav Pathak, Kaushal Bed.
Yeah, in fact, the other day, Ajay said that I want to meet up with Rohit, who actually tweeted me and said that, well, will he come to Delhi or should I come to Mumbai to meet him? So I think I'm going to have to play Cupid on that one.
Maybe in the future we should be like, you have to be the fifth caller. So you have to be
Random,
the
like
fifth,
the radio.
not the fifth person to get it right. So you'll never know. You have to be the fifth person to get it right tonight.
Everyone's waiting.
Yeah, man, that's it. Do I push yet? Do I push yet? Do I push the button?
I like it. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. Starting the playoffs, let's start that.
Yeah.
Listen, Simon, you
We're going to take
suggested...
caller number 9.
Number 9, you're on the air. Tell us your answer. Dooley's actually given a lot of suggestions over 2 seasons here at Cricbuzz Live. And I don't know when the cricket establishment will accept them. But this suggestion, we will accept immediately.
Lovely.
So from the playoffs, the Joy Factor questions, we will not be accepting the first correct answer. It'll be slightly random. Just give everybody a bit of a chance. Right? The 4th or the 5th or whatever. And it'll be a random number every day. Boom! All right, there's going to be boom time now on the playoffs. Of course, we are going to be here talking about them on Cricbuzz Live. The first one will be played on Tuesday between Mumbai and Chennai. That, of course, is the 7th. That happens in Chennai. The next day, there is an eliminator where Delhi Capitals play Sunrisers Hyderabad. That's happening in Vizag or Visakhapatnam. And then after that, a day's gap for someone from Mumbai or Chennai to get to Vizag, right?
Yeah.
A day's gap there. You get there and then you play that game on Friday in Vizag. And then, of course, the winner will be playing the final on Sunday. Next Sunday, a week from now, we will have the 2019 champion. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Come on, come on. What's your guess? Instinct. Close your eyes and say it. What association?
I did an interview back to New Zealand last week and I picked Mumbai. I just thought that if they got through to the finals, I thought they had the strongest looking side.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You?
I'd have to say that if they stumble, they'll stumble in the qualifier stage because after that, once they go to Hyderabad, the pitch suits them a bit more.
But hang on, Vizag will actually also suit them. Chennai may not suit them, but it has never suited them, but they've always won.
They've always won, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
But, yeah.
So that means you said Mumbai with some little qualification asterisk, and now you've taken that asterisk away. Right? There's no fine print.
I'd have to say Mumbai is the strongest. I mean, they're the strongest team there. Definitely.
Instinct. You're going with instinct. Great. That's their call. What's your call? There are 4 teams left now.
I'd love to see Delhi win, though.
Yeah.
The sentimental side of me would love to see Delhi win. A new winner would be really nice on the trophy.
Yeah.
And
a young captain.
Yeah, the other 3 sides have all won it.
Yeah. That's true.
So I'd love to see, and I'm really
Delhi's
warming.
never reached a final.
No, I'm really warming to Shreyas Iyer as a skipper. I think he's doing a terrific job, and obviously Ricky Ponting's done a great job up there with his support staff as well. So I'd love to see Delhi win it. Will they? I don't know, but I would like to.
Ditto. I mean, it'd be a great story.
Yeah.
Sure of Ponting, young kids. But Rabada would have helped.
It'd be a good sort of like movie story, wouldn't it? I mean, if someone was doing something like that, they'd make a lot of money. They'd make a lot of money out of it if they were doing something like that.
If only it was being shot.
I know, yeah.
But who's shooting it?
Well, I don't know who's shooting it, but if somebody thought about doing that, I think they would do very well out of it.
And especially if somebody had thought about doing this 6 months ago, thinking this team has potential.
Yeah.
I wonder how many sports producers there are in India who would have thought that.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
Gaurav, come on, tell them the truth.
We'll think about it.
Yeah.
Well, you know that. There's no secret. There's been a camera crew following the Delhi Capitals for the last 4 or 5 months. Yes.
Under the intrepid guidance of Gaurav Kapur.
Producer. Genuinely, I'll tell you something. The way this team is done, I saw that about 6 months ago and how they were putting this in place, and I thought this would be a great story. But nobody wants to back a team that's come 8th, right? Or that's been coming last for so many years. They go, nah, that's not going to happen. Whatever, you're just biased or whatever. But we saw it, and I'm so glad that everyone in the cricket establishment is seeing that the reason why it's happening is because, well, they're having fun.
Yeah.
They're having fun. They're a young team.
Most important thing.
Yeah, they're not. You're not seeing any sullen faces. And that, for me as a cricket fan, love seeing that. And you love seeing that in any team.
Correct.
But is it surprising to you, Joy, how little you see it in the IPL over the years? And you've seen so many teams up close.
I'll tell you what, winning sides are normally happy sides.
Yeah.
It's difficult. The only exception I'd say, not that they're unhappy, but they're under more pressure, is Mumbai. Somehow they managed to handle that pressure and still win. But if you see the way Chennai wins, Chennai is a very happy side.
Yeah.
Sunrisers is a very happy side. KKR, the sides I was with, were at that point in time very happy sides.
For a few years. For a few years, they were also.
we were dogs for a few years.
Yeah.
First 3 years, we were absolute dogs. But yeah. But when you start winning, and not just start winning, you have to enjoy each other's company.
Yeah, it's almost like what comes first. It's like chicken and egg. Do you got to be a happy team to actually win, or do you become happy after you win?
And also coaches that are very level.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, Ricky's a pretty level character. I mean, he can get pumped up, but he is a pretty level character. Stephen Fleming, incredibly level.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, very little changes. Tom Moody, very little changes with moods.
Yeah.
You know, he's just a level.
He's just moody by name.
Yeah, that's the only thing, exactly. But he's he's a great thinker of the game. He's a terrific coach, obviously, you know, hugely talented, but just very calm. And he's got a wonderful setup too with VVS Lakshman and the likes around him. Murali is there. So, you know, those teams, there's no surprise that these teams are in and around that top.
I've never understood how Tom Moody is such a clear thinker, considering that there is so little oxygen at that height to go to the brain, right? I mean, it's rarefied air when you're that tall.
I actually once had a quiz program where he was on, and he was pretty good. Actually, Ricky Ponting was the same team. Tom Moody, Ricky Ponting.
Oh, that's quite a team.
Alan Border was a captain.
Yeah.
Wow.
Moody was actually pretty good.
He's amazing. Listen, you have a few conversations with him in passing here and there. And he's just a delightful guy.
Yeah, he's nice.
And you can tell how he fits into the ethos of that Sunrisers Hyderabad team, where everyone, him, Lakshman, Murali, the chillers.
Yeah.
That's what you got to be. You got to be chiller, because this tournament, fast and furious as it comes, in the kind of weather, the pressure, the crowds, just everything, the expectation, you got to be. You got to be chill, brah. You got to be chill. All right, we're pretty chill, because tomorrow we're going to be here chilling with you in the evening on MPL Presents Cricbuzz Live. That's going to happen tomorrow. We have a league stage review at 6 p.m. IST, of course, in English. और उसके बाद हमारा कार्यक्रम होगा हिंदी में, जब हम अपना डिस्क बदलेंगे और हम स्टूडियो बदलेंगे. सोच नहीं बदलेंगे, सिर्फ अल्फाज बदलेंगे. और 8 बजे आपके पास आएंगे हिंदी में लेकर MPL Presents Cricbuzz Live. उसमें हम आगे देखेंगे कि आगे के मैचेस में क्या होने वाला है, पीछे क्या हुआ, थोड़ा साइड पे भी देख लेंगे. साइड पे कुछ हो नहीं रहा, पर शायद देख लेंगे. Of course, we're looking now to the first game, which is the Mumbai Indians are going to be playing the Chennai Super Kings. It's Mumbai-Chennai once again. Both of them have, Chennai has 3 trophies. Mumbai has 2. Mumbai has 3. Chennai has 3. Sorry, both of them have 3 trophies.
Yeah, 3
I'm so confused. But the thing is that as far as arithmetic progression is concerned, it is 2019.
It's an odd year.
It is an odd year. Yeah, 13, 15, 17.
Funnily enough, they are the one team that does a lot of stuff by numbers, and by sort of
numerology,
all that sort of thing. They're very, very strict on a lot of that.
Yeah. So would there be any changes, you feel? The big game coming up?
Well, they have to make an odd number of changes. They can only make 1 or 3.
So
Markande comes in. Definitely.
Markande comes in place of Mitchell McClenaghan, who did well today, but would probably lose out to the surface.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, they could go in, or 3 spinners.
I can't see them changing the batting order unless, Ishan Kishan, they could look at Ishan Kishan, moving Ishan Kishan out.
And then Evan Lewis comes in, perhaps.
Because you've got this thing, you can probably swap.
Did Evan Lewis do decently when they played in Chennai? Didn't he get he didn't play in Chennai?
No.
Oh, he played in Chennai.
Did.
We'll just quickly get that looked up, whether Evan Lewis played the match that Mumbai won in Chennai, which was, I think, about a week, 10 days ago. Wow, so many games have happened since then, right?
There's only one, there's only Suresh Raina, isn't there? And then you're down to Jaddu. So Jayant Yadav is probably not an option ahead of Markande, I don't think.
No point playing in off either.
No.
Yeah. So probably just the one change for them. Yeah, he did play. Got 32 of 30 balls.
30.
Yeah, but I remember now, he got bogged down a bit. Got a couple of big hits,
right?
and got bogged down.
Because we kept speaking about how it's not his kind of pitch, but he sort of stuck in there and got the job done eventually. But let's look at the Chennai team, and just without seeing the team, just tell you no changes.
But I'll tell you, Chennai's biggest opportunity would be try and beat them here.
Yeah.
Because I think if they're going to go down, they're going to have to win 2 matches to get in, they'll be in trouble.
I think so as well. I mean, look, I said it earlier, I would look at Murali Vijay in for Shane Watson and get Mitchell Santner in as well.
But in whose place? Who does Mitchell Santner play for?
Kedar Jadav's out anyway.
Kedar Jadav's out.
Okay,
so do they go down the down the batting? Dhruv Shorey or someone like that. Do they bring someone like that in?
It's too big.
I think they bring Santner in and Murali Vijay and leave Watson out.
Yeah, exactly. Because
that would be the way I'd go.
Yeah, because the situation you have here, you're anyway batting. Your number 9 batsman is Deepak Chahar at this point in time.
Yeah.
So you can.
Yeah, wow, that is pretty deep actually. So they could easily just bring in a bowler in place of Kedar Jadhav.
And it's not that Santner can't bat.
Sander's a good player. I mean, he won them the game against the Rajasthan Royals, didn't he? With that 6.
Yeah.
He's a very, very good cricketer. And I know MS loves him, and I know he wants wants more from him. Maybe next year they're looking further at it. But I just think that this is a prime opportunity to get him back into that side. He bowled beautifully in the 2 matches ago for them. So I just, and Shane Watson, I know it's tough to drop him now, but he really has struggled, barring 1 innings only.
Yeah.
I mean, he's now be down to averaging 10 outside of that innings of 90 at a strike rate of probably under 100.
Yeah.
It's just not good enough.
Yeah. So if you get in that Murali Vijay there for Kedar, for Watson, Kedar Jadhav, you can play Mitchell Santner. So the sequence, it makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
It does make sense.
And they still are batting till your 11th batsman is Tahir.
Yeah.
Even your 10th is Harbhajan Singh, who's got
9th is Deepak Chahar,
You've just got all rounders at 6, 7, 8. You've got Santner, Bravo, and Jadeja at 6, 7, 8. Well, you back in one of those guys to come off. And they're not going to do any worse than Kedar Jadhav has done anyway. He's got no runs.
Yeah, correct. Well, fair enough. Looks like that one forced change that they'll have because of Kedar Jadhav's shoulder injury that he picked up in the field today. We're just hoping, I mean, there's going to be an X-ray tomorrow. That's the news that we have. But that'll confirm what lies in store for him with the World Cup. And before we go, I think now that has happened, let's just sort of talk a second about that as well. Because if that X-ray, because they're saying he's not playing the IPL anymore. So he's not playing for a week, right? If that week becomes 3 weeks, for example, that means he's not getting on that plane because the team gets on the plane on the 22nd, right? Which is, 2.5 weeks away, right? That means he's not getting on that plane. So who goes in his place? Is it then Ambati Raidu?
Well, he's had just a horror time of it as well. He's scoring no runs. So, I mean, if you're looking back over the year, loyalty would suggest that you might take Ambati Raidu. I would love to see Shreyas Iyer go. He's in form.
Oh,
he's a talent.
Yeah.
I think he could play, absolutely. And he could certainly fill a role at 5, 6 if asked. The only issue will be that they get a few overs out of Kedar Jadhav.
Yeah.
So I feel that they're going to have to go with Vijay Shankar and Hardik Pandya.
Both.
And Ravindra Jadeja. I think that's how they need to play it at 6, 7, 8.
Yeah. That's
interesting. Then just 3 bowlers. So which means you're bowling either of Chahal or Kuldeep. And
Well, I would go the 2 paces. Okay, so Bhuvi and Bumrah.
Yeah.
I mean, if Bhuvi has a bad run, then it brings Shami in. So Bhuvi and Bumrah and Chahal, right? And they bat 11, 10 and 9. And then Jadu at 8, Hardik at 7, and Vijay Shankar at 6. And there's your 3 bowlers, plus your 3 bowlers. So you got six bowlers.
Yeah.
And Shankar's your part-timer.
Yeah, but one second, Simon, you just put Vijay Shankar at 6. Who's batting at 4? Shreyas Iyer.
Shreyas Iyer. Yeah.
I honestly still like Rishabh Pant. And the reason why I say so is that what, Saurav says about players, that Rishabh Pant may not win you every day.
Yeah.
But there are days in which he can win the match on his own. And he's done it in international cricket as well. So, X-factor players. Now, if he's going to be my 13th choice or 14th choice, I want a guy I can pick in and put out there and suddenly he could change a match. And remember, India is got a very tough first half. They're playing South Africa, they're playing big teams, 1, 2, 3, 4. They could easily be 1 and 3 or 0 and 4. And you need to do something to. So I'd like to have somebody who has a bit of an X factor to him. For me, the only guy sitting on the bench who has that X factor is Rishabh. My point is, don't think of him as a wicketkeeper. You don't need to. Forget about him. Just because he's a wicketkeeper doesn't mean he can not only bat. That's all.
So basically, one of the 2 Delhi Capitals boys, Shreyas Iyer or Rishabh Pant.
They've got the front running, I think. I mean, they're both. Shreyas has been in good form. Rishabh Pant has been a little in and out, but I was really impressed with the way he closed the game out. I think it was 2 games ago where he took responsibility, and it was something I hadn't seen from him enough. and he took responsibility, played a very sensible innings, and closed the game out. I think it was 2 games ago for Delhi, and so I was really impressed with that. I wouldn't be adverse to him going either, if that was the way they looked at it. But either one of those two, I think, in form, and again, it'd be tough on Ambati Raidu, but boy, he's had a horror run.
Yeah,
and he hasn't got a run in the IPL. So, if they look into the form of current, you couldn't take him.
Fair point. Well, listen, just when you think that the Indian team of the World Cup discussion is over, something or the other keeps happening, and it just brings it back. Of course, we're going to be here during the World Cup as well, talking you through that and giving you information. A few rumours, because we do that. We peddle some rumours as well now.
Blackadder joke.
There is a Blackadder jokes. There is a rumour that Simon Doull is taking us out for farewell drinks this evening because...
that's a rumour.
Is it? No, Uncle Booze Up?
No, Uncle Booze Up. I might try and do a cross from the World Cup from Blackadder's Castle.
That would be
back to Cricbuzz. Yeah, I might try, see if I can find it.
Amazing. Like last year, we got the miniature red table to the Buckingham Palace. This year, we get one of our experts to Blackadder's Castle. We're just moving up.
Yep.
We're moving up the food chain, ladies and gentlemen. Never know. Next year, we'll have a man on the moon. I went too far, right?
Yeah, I
should have just.
You always do. You always.
I get carried away.
Yeah, you always.
I Rishabh Pant it sometimes, right? I get overexcited. I'm a kid. I'm just a few months older than him, right? I get excited. But Simon, thank you so much. You've been here with us, and it's always a pleasure having you here. What are your thoughts and feelings as you depart the studio for the final time?
Thoughts and feelings? I've loved the IPL again this year. I think we talked about how close it's been. It's unearthed some wonderful talent. Keep an eye out for my piece on Cricbuzz Live. All right, about the talent. I picked out 4 that I've really enjoyed watching, young, talented players. We keep seeing them. We keep producing them. Some old stages have done well throughout the tournament too. So I'll stick with Mumbai, and I think they can do it. But I've enjoyed it. I love the Cricbuzz setup.
That's what I was thinking. When are you coming to comment for us?
No.
And told us enough about the tournament.
All the people in and around it. I mean, it's been fantastic. So keep an eye out for my stuff through the World Cup as well. I'll be doing some stuff through the World Cup. Might just send some videos while I'm driving from town to town.
Yeah, that'd be great. I would urge you to just pull over. Just stop the car on the side when you do the videos.
Just push and just keep driving and just talk.
Now it's time for you to do the Khalil Ahmed thing. That's what good Indians do to good Kiwis. You know what Khalil Ahmed did to Kane Williamson?
What did he do? Oh, give him a kiss on the head.
What was that all about?
That was amazing.
And what I loved is stopped, looked at him affectionately, gave a second kiss.
And what I loved was David Warner comes running in from like long on, and he and Khalid are laughing their heads off. So this was obviously some sort of a gag that was planned.
It was almost like, I bet you can't kiss Kane. I bet you can't kiss Kane.
You got to do us a favor. If you bump into Tom Moody, as you might, you got to ask him about that.
Okay.
Please ask him.
I will.
Because
all right.
I want to give it out on cricket's only TMZ rumor show.
Okay.
Cricbuzz Live.
I'll see if I can take my phone or sneak my phone onto the ground.
Just like that.
And I'll just say, Tom, just...
Tom? But one sec, with him, you can't. It'll be like... like that. Yeah, so just might as well just strap it to you. Like, just have a GoPro here on your forehead.
That's a good idea.
He won't notice it.
Good idea.
It's fine. You're fairly tall, but he won't notice it. He's tall.
But no, seriously though, thanks very much for everything, and these guys have been great. You guys out there have been fantastic with feedback as well. We're getting some great feedback.
Yeah, we are.
It's been awesome.
Yeah.
I really enjoy the relaxed atmosphere, and I'm just ashamed I couldn't finish with the couch.
But it's okay. It's fine. Joy has made this his home.
Hopefully I'll be back.
The league stage has ended with all home teams doing well, so he got the couch.
We'll have to ask.
We would love to have you back, and you're welcome anytime.
Check with Ajit, huh?
I'll just check. Yeah. I don't check with Ajit.
I
just tell Ajit.
Okay, tell Ajit.
Ajit, Gadi lao, take Sir for a spin and bring him right back here. It's taken care of.
Okay,
don't worry.
thank you.
We got it covered. You need anything, you talk to the Godfather. Come to me, okay? We're going to be back tomorrow at 6 p.m. That's India Standard Time for our review show. That's our league stage review show in English. Joy, you're going to be here with us for that tomorrow.
Yep.
And then, of course, we're going to be here at 8 p.m. for the Hindi show as well. So plenty coming on Cricbuzz tomorrow as well. It may be a rest day in the league, but hey, no rest for the wicked. We'll still be here for you. Thank you so much for being with us here on this last league day of the tournament. I know the game was kind of anticlimactic, promised a little more, we hoped a little more, but was not to be. But hey, that's how the cookie crumbles. And when it crumbles, we got to go clean it up. Ajit Jhadu Lao. Good night, everybody. Thank you for watching MPL Presents Cricbuzz Live.